Look up at the night sky. For most of human history, those distant stars have been out of reach, silent witnesses to our dreams and ambitions. For centuries, space was the domain of governments, giant leaps for mankind, funded by nations and driven by ambition. The Apollo missions, the Space Shuttle, the International Space Station, these were symbols of national pride and global cooperation, but always under the banners of countries. But today, something new is unfolding. The dawn of a new era is breaking above our heads quietly but unmistakably. On November 4, 2025, a quiet revolution took place. A small spacecraft called Haven Demo was launched into orbit. It didn't make headlines around the world, but its significance is profound. This wasn't a government mission. It was the first hardware for a private space station, sent up by a company called VAST. For the first time, a private company took the lead in building the future of human presence in space. The age of private space stations has begun. No longer is space just a government laboratory, it's becoming a place for innovation, entrepreneurship, and new possibilities. For decades, only elite astronauts could reach space, and the International Space Station was a government-owned lab. Access was limited, and the dream of ordinary people living or working in orbit seemed distant. Now Haven Demo marks a shift. Space is opening for business, science, tourism, and maybe even living. The possibilities are expanding as private industry steps in. It's like the first railroad spike connecting Earth to a new frontier. Just as railroads once opened up continents, these first modules are opening up the cosmos. Private companies are building not just the ships, but the destinations. They're designing habitats, laboratories, and even hotels for the next generation of explorers. Haven Demo is the first test of a private artificial gravity space station. If successful, it could change how we live and work in space forever. It's a small step, but it carries enormous dreams. Each launch brings us closer to a future where space is part of everyday life. This launch is a declaration. The cosmos is open for business. The doors to the universe are swinging wide, inviting new pioneers. The finish line isn't a flag on a distant world. It's a permanent, commercial home among the stars. A place where people can work, create, and maybe even build new communities. The universe is vast, and for the first time, humanity is ready to check in. Our journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are as endless as the stars themselves. The new space race has begun. This time, it's not just about reaching space, it's about building a future there, together. What is Haven Demo? It's more than just a spacecraft. It's a bold step toward the future of human space habitats. Haven Demo represents the first tangible milestone in VAST's ambitious journey to build private space stations for the next generation of explorers and researchers. The story starts at Vandenberg Space Force Base, California, a hub of innovation and launch activity on the West Coast. Here, the dream of commercial spaceflight takes shape, surrounded by the hum of preparation and anticipation. Perched atop a SpaceX Falcon 9, Haven Demo joined a rideshare mission, a cosmic carpool to make space more accessible. By sharing a ride to orbit, VAST is able to test its technology affordably and efficiently, alongside other pioneering payloads. At 10:05 a.m., the rocket thundered skyward, carrying VAST's hopes, years of engineering, and the promise of a new era in space. The launch was a culmination of countless hours of design, testing, and teamwork. Haven Demo is a technology demonstrator, a testbed for VAST's core systems. It's a crucial first step, allowing engineers to validate their designs in the unforgiving environment of space. Before building a space station, you test your foundation. Every bolt, circuit, and panel must be proven to work in orbit before scaling up to human habitats. In space, there are no second chances, so you start small and uncrewed. This approach minimizes risk and maximizes learning, paving the way for future missions. Haven Demo's job: prove VAST's tech can survive the harshness of orbit. Extreme temperatures, radiation, and microgravity all put the hardware to the ultimate test. This launch marks the leap from concept to reality. It's the moment when ideas leave the drawing board and become real, functioning hardware in space. For years, private space stations were just PowerPoints and dreams. Now, VAST has hardware in orbit, turning vision into action and inspiring a new generation of space entrepreneurs. The data from this mission will shape the design of their first real station, Haven 1. Every bit of information brings Vast closer to building a permanent home in space. It's a new way of doing things, leveraging commercial rockets so companies like Vast can focus on building habitats. This partnership model accelerates progress and lowers barriers to entry. Haven Demo is a test not just of technology, but of a new space economy. It's about proving that private industry can lead the way in building the future off Earth. With the spacecraft in orbit, the first brick is laid. Each successful mission brings us closer to a world where living and working in space is routine. The future is being built, one launch at a time. Haven Demo is just the beginning of a new chapter in humanity's journey beyond Earth. Every bold venture needs a visionary, someone who sees possibilities where others see limits, and who's willing to take risks that most would never dare. For Vast, that visionary is Jed McCaleb, a name that's become synonymous with ambitious innovation and relentless drive. He's not from aerospace. He's a software and cryptocurrency pioneer, known for creating eDonkey, launching Mt. Gox, and co-founding Ripple and Stellar. His work has helped shape the digital economy, and he's always been ahead of the curve. Now, McCaleb is setting his sights even higher, building worlds beyond Earth and reimagining what's possible for humanity's future in space. In 2021, he founded Vast with a bold mission: to create massive, artificial gravity space stations, places where millions could one day live, work, and thrive, not just visit for a few days. He's bringing the best of the tech world to space: rapid innovation, lean teams, and a focus on solving the biggest, most complex problems. The bottleneck isn't rockets anymore, it's destinations. So McCaleb is building those destinations, using his own fortune to jumpstart the company and accelerate progress. Vast's mission is commercial at its core, building the infrastructure that will make space accessible and livable, not just a place for exploration. Think of NASA as the explorers, blazing the trail. Vast as the builders, laying down the towns and railroads that make a new world possible. Their goal is ambitious, comfortable, long-term habitats with artificial gravity, where people can truly settle and build new lives. By spinning a station, they can mimic gravity, crucial for health, well-being, and the possibility of raising families in space. Vast's vision is to make space not just a place to visit, but a sustainable, thriving home for generations to come. Vast isn't building a city in the sky overnight. Their plan is methodical. Each mission builds on the last. It starts with Haven Demo, the foundational test. Next is Haven 1, launching as early as August 2026, the world's first commercial space station, a single module, sent up on a Falcon 9. 4 astronauts will visit for 30 days, marking a historic first for private spaceflight. After Haven 1, Vast aims to scale up, assembling multi-module, spinning stations for artificial gravity. These future stations will support real communities in space. The ultimate goal, a 100-meter-long city in space, spinning to create Earth-like gravity. Each step from Haven Demo to Haven 1 and beyond is a stairway to the stars. Vast is building the future, one mission at a time. Haven Demo is more than metal. It's a lab in orbit. Its main job tests Vast's propulsion and control systems in real space, not just simulations. Packed with sensors, it sends data on everything from temperature to spin stability. The spin test is crucial. It helps engineers master the physics of artificial gravity. Other systems are tested too: propulsion, power, and communications. Every bit of data, success or failure, is vital for the next phase. For Vast's team, this is their first real spacecraft. Turning designers into operators. The lessons learned here will shape the crewed Haven 1 mission. While Haven Demo tests the waters, Haven 1 is under construction. This is the real deal, a 10-meter-long, 3.8-meter-wide module, sized for a Falcon 9. It will house 4 people for 30 days, humanity's first commercial outpost in orbit. Before launch, Haven 1 will face brutal testing, structural, vacuum, and life support trials. The planned launch Haven 1, check it out in orbit, then send up the Vast 1 crew in a Crew Dragon. For 30 days, they'll be the first private station inhabitants. It's a bold target for 2026, relying on Vast's progress and SpaceX's rockets. Haven 1 is the next giant leap for private space. Haven Demo and Haven 1 are just the beginning. vast roadmap leads to larger, spinning stations, true artificial gravity habitats. Multiple modules will connect to a central hub, forming a spinning wheel in the sky. This will allow people to live in space for years, not just months. With the ISS retiring around 2030, private stations will fill the gap for research, tourism, and manufacturing. We're at a turning point, from a single planet species to a multi-planetary one. The journey starts with learning to live just beyond Earth. Haven Demo is proof. Private enterprise is opening the space frontier. The sky is no longer the limit, it's our foundation. The cosmos awaits.